Hello and welcome to some more Star Citizen as we prepare for Alpha 4.2.1's release. I want to give you some tips to prepare and some bits for what to expect coming later this week. We also have some other updates from CIG with a roadmap update, the Meteor ship and its Q&A, all incoming too. Let's start with This Week in Star Citizen from CIG and give a bit more context. On Wednesday, they're bringing us some new updates to the roadmap, which break down the newest developments heading to versions 4.2.1 and 4.3.0. We saw some of what the Alpha 4.3 patch had to offer in the last update. A lot of players are very keen to see what cooperative zones and the underground abandoned facilities of Stanton have to offer in that patch. Sounds really cool. There's a mixture of puzzle solving and working together and lots of loot. The 4.3 patch is expected in August at the moment. Obviously that could change. There's other cool stuff in that patch as well. We know that they've got the Vault Snipperiffle. Ladders 2.0 should turn up. We might get ground turbulence in a good state for that patch. Stuff like that. CIG continue though. Last week we gave you an early glimpse of the upcoming RSI Meteor with a new episode of Behind the Ships, offering a first look at this bold new addition to the RSI lineup. I'm really keen to see the RSI Meteor actually in our hands. Obviously it's a variant of the Mantis and it is a bit confusing exactly what it is because CIG referred to it as a medium fighter, but originally it was like a heavy strike fighter. It's got these two big size 5 bespoke ballistic cannons on it, along with 4 size 3 weapons. It's got loads and loads and loads of pew on it. More on that in a second. CIG say we've also been hard at work alongside you on Alpha 4.2.1, putting the final polish on the update as we get ready for its upcoming release. Your support has been invaluable, so thank you for reporting issues, sharing feedback, and offering suggestions throughout the PTU phase. On Thursday, it is our intent to launch Alpha 4.2.1 to the live servers, alongside a brand new episode of Inside Star Citizen focused on the update and its headline event, Resource Rush. This is the second live resource drive. We'll also be releasing an FAQ to guide you through the event, as well as a dedicated Q&A for the recently introduced Meteor, answering many questions about RSI's newest ship, straight from the developers. You can expect the Meteor to be released at the same time. We don't know the price yet. I'm expecting between $200 and $220 sort of thing. We'll have to wait and see. But they will give a lot more information of exactly where the ship is supposed to fit in with the pantheon of ships. Bear in mind, though, that all ships will be getting multiple balance updates, tweaks, and moving around in the balance hierarchy as they move towards Star Citizen 1.0. Engineering is going to be a huge change to all ships and stuff like that as well, so be aware of that stuff when you consider buying ships like this or getting them in game, getting them the real money. And power creep versus nerfing. If a ship looks OP at launch, that's not great because it's going to be nerfed, though there's the expectation with the ship here, the Meteor, that they are not going to have the best shields, it's not going to have the best armor. So yeah, prep for Alpha 4.2 being released on Thursday. There is no planned wipe with that patch, so everything from the 4.2 live build, almost all of it should carry over. It is good practice to take valuable components and items off and out of your ships and put them into storage. Refinery jobs often get wiped, so don't have anything running when the new patch hits. Consumables, medical items, ammo and stuff like that often gets wiped as well. That's expected wipes. You should keep your Alpha UC, you should keep your ships and vehicles, you should keep a lot of your items and weapons and that sort of stuff as well. If you've been playing in the PTU, when the patch hits to live, you can just rename your Star Citizen PTU folder to live and then have a much smaller download. I suppose if you wanted to pre-download the game now, you could download the PTU now, and then when it goes live, just change the name. But remember to delete your shader folder. You can actually do that from the launcher. The old shaders can cause various common issues. In Alpha 4.2.1, Stanton is going to be very busy with that new industrial-focused resource gathering event. There's going to be some PvP, though. It's not just PvE. PvP interdiction is active in the patch, but so are enhanced station defenses. This is going to be a patch for cargo ships, miners, escorts, fighting off pirates, recovering lost and stolen cargo. That's going to be a big focus for this patch. I'd recommend choosing your starting location as the corp in Stanton that you most like. So for me, I'm going to be going to Orizon because I really like Crusader. I'll start there. You'll be choosing one of the 4 corps there to support as part of the resource drive and then branded rewards for them. Some other bits worth mentioning if you're grinding for gear now. Wicklow missions and rewards are choosable in 4.2.1 rather than the gacha random mechanic. The recipes for those missions are also more appropriate to the rewards. So is holding on to your contested zone items and Wicklow favors and other rare lootable items and things like that a good shout, or is it worth just spending them now? It's up to you. I'd say hold on to them, hoping that they don't get wiped, which hopefully they won't. I believe most of that stuff now is part of the persistent database, so should carry over. Also, when that patch goes live, typically for a couple of hours after the patch is live, the servers are super busy. There's a load of people downloading the game. The services for Star Citizen are patchy at best. Actually, it's probably worth mentioning that we've had the first release candidate for Alpha 4.2.1 released to the PTU as well. They updated Stanton mining asteroid bases with monitored zones. This makes sense for part of the escort missions and defend missions and stuff like that make use of them. The testing focus for the patch is still stability, bug fixes, which is probably the main thing, but also generally the Second Life resource drive event, the escort missions, Wicklow recipe updates, executive ship component updates, Stanton space station security forces, and the sort of enhanced security at stations, and the Vault pistol. So the only expected addition to all of that before live is the RSI Meteor. Something else could magically turn up. There could also be a bit more balance or things getting fixed and optimized. Talking about bug fixes in that patch, there were bug fixes for freight elevator transfers getting stuck, cargo detection, missing missions, resource gathering, oddities with group members abandoning missions, mission cooldowns, and mission progression getting stuck alongside more crash fixes. CIG have also been optimizing servers and netcode and tweaking cheat protection. It's worth mentioning that some third-party apps and ways of bodging VR and some other bits and bobs, potentially things like Reshade and that sort of stuff, might not work with Star Citizen anymore because they've been trying to enhance their cheat protection to prevent cheating and certain exploits and stuff like that. Just bear that in mind. There is a set of known issues as well. Not the worst list I've seen. There's stuff there that they will want to try and get fixed. So there's a chance for items to return to the inventory after moving them out. Vehicle weapons can break for the Pulse, P-52, Spartan, Fury, and Cyclone series. Naming ships, melting ships, or updating ship packages will delete any non-stock items that are fitted to those ships at the time, including ship paints. The Argo ATLS can be placed anywhere on a cargo grid without following the SCU grid patterns. Bullets will not pass through the Pyro 1 Stormbreaker shuttle station's entrance. Idris's shields don't stop any laser weapons except for Panthers. Contested zone freight elevators display internal error when attempting to move items to the warehouse, although some of this stuff may be fixed. Potential fixes for some of these. Target lock randomly drops, and there is a chance as well that delivery packages can't be placed on delivery shelves. CIG are going to want to try and fix that as much as possible and get through that list, and as I said, there is some potential fixes already in there for that. They did turn off ground turbulence as well for the patch, so that'll make a lot of people happy. You don't want a load of people mining in the new patch on the ground and go, oh, it's so hard, I have to constantly adjust my mining ship while I'm also mining, and it doesn't make any sense. Boom! That's it for your updates today. Really interested to know what your experiences with Alpha 4.2.1 are, and are you excited for it going live? Do you think it's going to be in a good state when it goes live as well? Obviously, CIG have been trying to solve interaction delay and networking and server problems and stuff like that, and they've been putting loads of fixes up and doing loads of maintenance, and I think that a good live deployment might be exactly what the game needs. We'll have to wait and see. Are you excited for the RSI Meteor, and where do you think it's going to fit in to like the pantheon of fighters? What else are you hoping to see in the Alpha 4.3 patch? And do you have any other tips for preparing for the latest Star Citizen patch for 4.2.1? I'd love to hear from you in the comments below. It helps out the channel, generally interacting with it. And other things that help out the channel, NordVPN. You can go down to the links below, get yourself a big discount on NordVPN, the best darn VPN that I did ever advertise on the channel. Click those links, get NordVPN, be happier, potentially, I don't know. Every month we have a ship giveaway, and July 2025 is no different. We're giving away a Prowler utility with lifetime insurance and a Star Citizen game package. All you need to jump into the game with a stealthy cargo ship. It's all you need to start your career as a hauler or maybe a pirate. Comment on any of our videos made during this month to be in for a chance of winning that. If you would like to further support the channel, consider becoming a channel member with the join button under the videos or a Patreon. Links down below for that. And there's loads of other links that you can help support the channel with, from Game Glass to THRUSTMASTER, loads of products that you will potentially want for your Star Citizen experience. Thanks so much for watching. I hope you have a great month, and I'll see you in the verse.